The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Brooke's long-term storyline locked in. Why new CEO is doomed to suffer. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that massive changes have been happening at Forrester Creations lately, including Brooke Logan's, Catherine Kelly Lang, rise to power as the company's new CEO. Brooke only agreed to take her old position back because she was trying to regain control for the Forresters, but she made one crucial mistake. Of course, that mistake was not telling Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, the plan in advance. If Brooke had simply explained her scheme to get Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, to refile the correct LLC paperwork, Ridge might have been all for her big announcement. Alas, that's not what happened, so now Ridge and Brooke are dealing with more turmoil. Brooke admitted she doesn't blame Ridge for feeling betrayed under the circumstances, so she's apparently cutting him some slack after finding Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, wearing his shirt, at least for now. It's clear that at this point, Brooke still wants a future with Ridge. Based on B&B's history of always reuniting Ridge and Brooke in the end, we'd say she'll ultimately get her wish. Nevertheless, Brooke's prediction in the December 24 episode seemingly rules out the idea of a quick fix. As Brooke cried over spending her holiday without Ridge, she insisted she would make things right. By Christmas next year, Brooke vowed that they would be together again. By Christmas next year? That doesn't sound like a good sign if you were hoping the storyline would be over anytime soon. Instead, it seemed like B&B was locking in a long-term storyline for Brooke, one that leaves her doomed to suffer without Ridge for quite some time. After all, Brooke could have just promised they'd be together again and left it at that. If the show was going to have Brooke and Ridge reunite next week, it wouldn't make sense to have Brooke delivering this huge, by Christmas next year proclamation. That doesn't necessarily mean it'll actually take until the next holiday season for a Ridge and Brooke reunion to happen. However, it does feel like we'd better settle in for a long stretch of Brooke not having Ridge by her side. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Ridge and Brooke should face more reunion hurdles in the meantime, so stay tuned for updates on any troubling news to come. The drama at Forrester Creations continues to swirl, with new twists, revelations, and intense power struggles keeping fans at the edge of their seats. As we move into a new phase of The Bold and the Beautiful, one storyline is becoming crystal clear. Brooke Logan's long-term journey is locked in, and it could be her most turbulent yet. At the same time, the soap is setting the stage for a new CEO at Forrester Creations, but not everyone believes that this new appointment will end well. With chaos brewing both in the boardroom and in personal lives, let's dive into the drama that's sure to keep fans captivated. Brooke's future, a long-term transformation. Brooke Logan, played by Catherine Kelly Lang, has always been at the heart of The Bold and the Beautiful, but her journey is far from over. For years, she has weathered the storms of love, loss, and betrayal, and now, the show seems to be steering her into an unexpected direction that will redefine her future. Brooke's history with the Forrester family has been tumultuous at best, ranging from her passionate love triangles with Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, to her complex relationship with the powerful Forrester matriarch, Stephanie, the late Susan Flannery. She has faced numerous heartbreaks, from the wreckage of marriages to family betrayals. However, this time, it looks like Brooke's storyline is moving towards something bigger and more empowering, with a long-term arc that will involve her navigating the waters of power, influence, and business as she becomes more entrenched in the world of Forrester Creations than ever before. At the heart of her evolving narrative is a deepening connection to the company itself. With Ridge currently stepping back from his leadership role, Brooke is poised to be more than just a passive observer in the family's world. Her relationship with Forrester Creations may evolve from that of a passive participant to someone actively influencing the company's direction. Whether it's helping her daughters navigate their personal and professional lives, or playing a key role in reshaping Forrester's future. Brooke's actions are bound to have far-reaching consequences. Expect Brooke to become a more formidable force, facing the challenges that come with corporate leadership and taking on roles that will make her indispensable to the family business. New CEO, a doomed appointment. Meanwhile, the bold and the beautiful is making moves in the business world with the introduction of a new CEO at Forrester Creations. A change in leadership is always a volatile moment in any corporation, but at Forrester, it's often more than just a business decision, it's personal. The new CEO might come across as competent, ambitious, and eager to prove themselves, but in the world of Forrester, that's often a recipe for disaster. The position of CEO at Forrester has always been a coveted, dangerous seat. Think of the way Ridge Forrester's Thorsten K. tenure was marked by ups and downs, often accompanied by personal and familial turmoil. The balance of power is always precarious, and the new CEO is likely walking into a hornet's nest of egos, power struggles, and loyalty tests. One of the key reasons the new CEO is poised to struggle is the lack of true familial connection. While Ridge, Eric, John McCook, and even Steffi, Jacqueline Wood, have deep roots in the Forrester family, this new executive might lack that critical insider status, which makes them vulnerable to both internal sabotage and external pressures. In a family business like Forrester Creations, loyalty is everything, and without it, survival becomes incredibly difficult. Adding to the pressure is the fact that the Forrester empire has always been under the control of a Forrester family member. If someone from outside the immediate family is brought in, their leadership could face resistance from those who have long-standing stakes in the company, particularly the Forrester women like Steffi and Ridge's children, who are actively fighting for their place at the table. There is an undeniable tension at Forrester, with certain members unwilling to bow down to a leader who isn't their own flesh and blood. The family dynamic: who will stand behind the new CEO? With a new CEO at the helm, it's inevitable that power struggles will arise within the Forrester family. While Brooke's role at the company may grow, it will also bring her into conflict with others who view her influence as a threat, particularly the next generation of Forresters. Ridge's children, Steffi and Thomas, Matthew Atkinson, have their own ambitions to control the company, and the new CEO might find themselves at odds with both siblings. Ridge, always an enigmatic figure, could find himself pulled in different directions as he tries to balance his love for Brooke with his loyalty to his children. Brooke, ever the strategist, might leverage this moment to solidify her own power. As an outsider in some ways, she's always had to fight harder than anyone for a place in the Forrester legacy. Her history with Ridge could give her an edge over the new CEO, as she's not just a businesswoman. She's emotionally and intimately connected to the Forrester empire in ways that others can't easily replicate. Expect Brooke to play a delicate game, aligning herself with the right people and navigating the treacherous waters of family loyalty and corporate rivalry. Whether she'll support the new CEO or choose to challenge their leadership will depend on how much she trusts them to steer the company in a direction that benefits her and her family's future. The doomed CEO: betrayal, pressure, and betrayal. The new CEO is not only facing external pressure but internal betrayal as well. As the new executive tries to implement their vision for Forrester Creations, they will likely encounter resistance from both familiar faces and hidden enemies. Who can they truly trust in the cutthroat world of Forrester? It's clear that their path will be fraught with deceit, power grabs, and attempts to undermine their authority. The question remains: can the new CEO survive this chaos, or are they doomed to suffer the same fate as so many who have come before them? Ridge, Eric, and even Steffi know the ins and outs of the company like no one else, and their motivations might not align with the CEO's. Their allegiances are always shifting, and the new CEO might quickly find themselves being manipulated or sidelined as the Forrester family plays its dangerous game of corporate chess. It's only a matter of time before the new CEO's decisions backfire, and in typical Bold and the Beautiful fashion, betrayal is likely to come from the unlikeliest of places. Whether it's a family member, an employee, or a business rival, someone is bound to take advantage of the CEO's naivety, leading to the undoing of their reign.